let's talk about something that's often misunderstood: female sexual psychology and attraction. I'm going to break down the real, honest truth about what goes on in a woman's mind when it comes to desire and attraction, backed by psychology and real-world experience. This isn't about manipulation or games. It's about understanding genuine female desire and creating authentic connections. Picture attraction as a complex dance where both partners need to be in sync. Women's minds work differently from men's when it comes to arousal and desire, and understanding these differences is crucial for creating genuine attraction. The fascinating thing about female desire is that it's often more mental than physical, more about anticipation than immediate gratification. Here's something most guys miss entirely. Women are constantly processing multiple layers of attraction simultaneously. While men tend to be more visually stimulated and straightforward in their attraction, women's arousal typically involves a complex interplay of emotional, psychological, and physical factors. Think of it like a gourmet meal versus fast food. Both satisfy hunger, but one involves a much richer experience. Sexual tension plays a huge role in female desire, but not in the way most men think. It's not about obvious flirting or making sexual comments. Instead, it's about creating anticipation through subtle interactions and meaningful connections. Women often find themselves attracted to men who can build this tension naturally through confident body language, intelligent conversation, and genuine emotional connection. Let's talk about fantasy, a crucial element in female sexual psychology. Women often have rich, detailed fantasy lives that go way beyond physical acts. These fantasies frequently involve complex scenarios with emotional depth and character development. Understanding this can help you engage with her imagination in ways that create real attraction and desire. Communication is absolutely key, but it's not just about what you say, it's how you say it. Women are typically more attuned to subtle communication cues than men. They pick up on tone, body language, and what's not being said just as much as the actual words. This awareness means they're constantly reading between the lines of every interaction. Here's something interesting about female arousal. It often starts long before any physical contact. Women typically need to feel mentally stimulated before physical attraction can fully develop. This might involve engaging conversation, emotional connection, or situations that make them feel both safe and excited simultaneously. It's like warming up an engine before hitting the gas. Trust and safety are massive turn-ons for women, but not in the boring, predictable way you might think. When a woman feels completely safe with a man while also being excited by him, that's when her true desires often emerge. It's about creating an environment where she feels free to express herself without judgment or pressure. The power of anticipation cannot be overstated in female arousal. Women often enjoy the build-up to intimacy just as much as the act itself. This means that taking your time, creating moments of tension, and letting desire build naturally can be incredibly effective in awakening her interest. Let's discuss the role of emotional connection in female desire. While men can often separate physical attraction from emotional connection, women typically experience these as intertwined. Creating genuine emotional bonds can amplify physical attraction exponentially. It's like turning up the volume on all aspects of attraction simultaneously. Confidence plays a huge role, but it needs to be the right kind. Women are attracted to men who are self-assured without being arrogant, strong without being domineering. This kind of authentic confidence creates a space where both partners can explore their desires freely. Understanding personal boundaries and consent is incredibly sexy to women. When a man shows that he respects boundaries while still being confident and assertive, it creates a perfect balance that many women find irresistible. It demonstrates emotional intelligence and security in masculinity. The key to understanding female sexual psychology lies in recognizing that it's not about tricks or techniques. It's about creating genuine connections and understanding the complex interplay of emotional and physical attraction. Women are typically more turned on by how you make them feel mentally and emotionally than by any specific physical action. Remember that every woman is unique, with her own specific desires and triggers. What works for one might not work for another. The real skill lies in being attentive enough to recognize and respond to individual preferences while maintaining your authentic self. Success in understanding and connecting with female sexuality comes from approaching it with respect, genuine interest, and patience. It's about creating an environment where both partners feel free to express their desires and explore their connection naturally. When you focus on building this kind of authentic relationship, the physical and emotional aspects often fall into place naturally. This understanding of female psychology isn't just about physical intimacy. It's about creating deeper, more meaningful connections that satisfy both partners on multiple levels. When you get this right, you create the potential for truly fulfilling relationships that go beyond just physical attraction.